Everybody, how we doing? Got Rover 800 2 litre 4-cylinder in for an oil change, and I thought I'd bring you along, show you how you do it, and yeah, a couple of other little bits and bobs to show you along the way. So as usual, it'll be a 2-part series, as it were, for the oil change and stuff. We always start underneath, drain the oil out, etc, etc. So for this you'll be needing a 19mm spanner for your sump nut, filter wrench for the filter. It is actually quite easy to get at on these. I've got a funny feeling that's going to be quite tight. And 1040 oil, which is over here, like so, and irrelevant oil filter. We've got a Bosch one in this case, so onwards and upwards. The engine is warm, it's just been driven 40 miles to get here, so there we go. Sit that up there, wait, get a rag. Yeah, this car belongs to one of my best friends, Mick. It's quite low mileage, and what's the mileage on it, Mick?
About 46,000.
46,000 miles, and it's a 99 on a T-plate, and yeah, you've had it 3 or 4 years now, so it's been a good car for you, isn't it, mate?
It has indeed.
Yeah. Use the this is a chain type filter wrench. I don't like using these unless I have to, but I did try undoing this prior to starting filming, and it was a tad on the tight side. And they are a bit tricky to get set up and started. A little bit tad over tight, that is. It's come undone. That's quite clean oil, that is, mate. How many miles have you done on this, Mick, since your last change?
A second. Just for these questions. Don't know.
Don't know. We'll say 5,000 miles, a ballpark figure.
You got 43,000. So about 4,500.
4,500 miles, something like that?
Yeah, about 4,500.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. I'll just bung the sump plug back in it for momentarily. We'll get the oil filter off, and then we'll carry on letting it drain. Yeah. Oh. Never mind. So yeah, very easy oil filter to get at. Unlike the Alpha, which is the end of the world. Let's have a look at that one there. Yeah, these are quite famous for getting a bit of corrosion around the outer lip, and particularly on the diesels and the TIs. And the mating face never used to seal properly, and you used to see a lot of them with some RTV silicone or some sealer around them to stop them from leaking. But this one, because it's in good condition, is actually okay. Maybe a little bit, but nothing untoward, which is good. It's always important to make sure this is nice and clean to receive the new filter. Let's move that back over there. Take the sump nut back out again so we can carry on draining. There we go. Good. So, Bosch oil filter, there's your part number. Same as most 4-cylinder Rovers, K series, T series like this, some of the V6 ones, and I believe it's the same filter as well that you got on a Mini and a Metro, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, pretty easy to get hold of still, which is good. And we'll fit this filter properly because the other one was far too tight, and get it all back together. There we go. No more than 3/4 of a turn. It's ample. Nice quick clean. And what filter was on it? It was a man filter that was on it, so decent quality. Not as good as a Bosch, but either or, it's done its job. So I'll put the sump plug back in. Copper washer's in decent nick, which is good. That's excellent. Move that out of the way. And same with tightening your sump nut up. You don't need to go full gorilla on it, just perfect, just nipped. You don't want to be stripping the threads out. I mean, these steel sumps are a little bit better than the aluminium sumps, because they're terrible stripping threads out. But yeah, the old steel sumps like this, you'll be okay. But like I say, don't go full gorilla and snap it off, because it'll be tears all around. So anyway, that's part one, and I'll bring you over. We'll just have a quick look at the inside of the car. And so there's your filter, sump there, engine, exhaust, full length of the car. So it's very tidy underneath here, and we'll probably look at replacing these outer sheaths on the power steering lines eventually. It's nothing untoward. And yeah, so join us again in part two and we'll fill her up.